And how do you see then, William, the entrepreneurship ecosystem, the venture capital, the market as a whole, right? It's been with all the recession plus the AI, so much disruption right now. What do you take from this situation?
Yeah, I think there are some things that are happening that are really interesting, right? Revenue, bootstrapping, these types of concepts that were like, 2 years ago would have been like, why are you trying to, become profitable? Like what is going on? Just grow is now like the default of like, okay, well, where are you at from a revenue perspective? And obviously like valuations have come down. The metrics to success have now sort of come down. Like what it took to raise an A is now what it takes to raise a seed. So like some of these from a revenue perspective, like some of these metrics have like come down just because the market isn't as hot. Um, but I think there's still a ton of innovation, and like obviously AI is creating a lot of opportunity. I think that there's probably way too many AI startups out there that are not really doing anything that's kind of interesting in AI. Similar to like what happened with Web3 and crypto like a year or two ago. They were like everyone wanted to be Web3 or crypto, and now it's everybody wants to be AI, which I don't think this is news to anyone. But I do think what's interesting is that there is this sort of going back to fundamentals, because every startup at the end of the day like has to show a path to profitability, or it's just not going to be sustainable. So like even though the venture model is grow quickly and that's how we're gonna gonna make our money is through these going from a go having unicorn type exits. But at the end of the day, once it gets dumped on the public market, if everything that gets dumped there is not profitable and you keep seeing these companies drop and fall, like there's not going to be a way to exit anymore. So I think that like this desire to build sustainable businesses, profitable businesses is a good thing. And I don't think it hurts from a founder perspective. I think it's actually a much healthier way to think about building a company, even if you are raising venture capital and you are gonna be unprofitable for a while. You're still thinking more and forced to think in more unit economics. So that's what I'm seeing personally. And yeah.
Yeah, great.
What about
And I
you,
wanna
Alex? Are you getting any of that too? I know you talk to a lot of founders as well.
Yeah, no, definitely profitability. That's one of the biggest topics that I see. Everybody is trying to, well, definitely cut costs is something that we've seen a lot. So that's been, I'll say, the biggest driver. It's been cut cost and trying to be more efficient in customer acquisition, right? So look into those unit economics that maybe that lifetime value CAC ratio. In the past, it was more like, okay, whatever, we just acquire. But now that seems to be very, very important to be as efficient as possible with your capital and have the expense that you need to work, but not overheads that are necessary.